Tommyinnit SMP is a stupid SMP with a stupid server owner. And the reason why the server is stupid is because it's hosted on Minecraft Education, the worst edition of Minecraft. And the reason why the server owner is stupid is because he is known for admin abusing on every single server we play. Which is why in this video, me and my friend decides to team up and put an end to his tomfoolery once and for all. However, this will be easier said than done. You see, we were playing in school and in the same class and all next to each other, which means that we had to be extra sneaky around what we do, and one wrong step will equal the end of us. So in order to truly hide from the server owner in-game as well as in real life, I created this. Introducing invisible skins. They're invisible and they're skins. It's insane. You don't need any blaze rods, you don't need a brewing stand, you need to brew potions. It's invisible, except for that one pixel on your foot, as well as the shadow, but it's invisible. That's all that matters. And the reason why I didn't decide to actually brew potions was the fact that one, no one has found the Nether fortress yet, but more importantly, I was too lazy. And why did we, like people who actually try to advance in the game using their own skill, have to try to find fortresses and all that crazy stuff, when the server owner could just do /locate, /give, anything he wants? It's just totally unfair. So I decided on doing invisible skins. This is how it went out. The minute I spawned in, I quickly gathered myself simple wooden tools and made a boat because I knew that I had to travel a long way by water. So after I traveled around 500 blocks by water and also traveled a bit on land, I finally made it to the server owner's base. However, there was one thing that I didn't mention, was the fact that even with invisible skins on, name tags will still show, which means that would be super annoying, and the only way I would be able to move around was if I sneaked around the entire time, which made this even harder than it already was. And there he was, the server owner himself. So after I quickly crafted a full set of iron as well as iron tools, I was pretty stacked and I got ready for the next part of my plan. However, what I didn't realize was that my teammate was super dumb because he put on the invisible skin straight away. So when he put armor on, the server owner realized, and now he's super suspicious of us. Therefore, if we wanted to continue with our plans, we would have to be super careful. Now, the next part of my plan was to create a chest that I'll be putting all the loot that I found into it, as well as putting some spare armor just in case I die. So after that, I decided to re-gear to make it seem a little bit less suspicious that I was still naked. And then I decided to go to Nether to execute my next plan of attack. You see, my plan was to go into Nether with everyone else and then accidentally die, because then I would have enough time to block off the portal and steal all the stuff that I needed. And then they couldn't do anything about it because they're still in the Nether. The plan was a success. However, what happened afterwards was super unexpected, and it could have ruined this entire project. I had spawned outside of the base, mostly due to probably the fact that that opening was the closest opening to my bed. So nevertheless, it still wasted a lot of my time trying to get back to the base. But finally, I had arrived back at my base, or well, not my base, but like the base. And now it was time for the step where I get to steal stuff. So after I committed some theft to the 3rd degree, I remembered that the server owner actually had a secret base under his base, and apparently that had some good armor in it. So I was like, alright, time to commit more theft. Don't worry, he gave consent. And then finally I got the idea to block off the portal just in case the server owner came back to see us stealing his stuff. And although blocking off the portal with obsidian was a good play, what I did next was the opposite of a good play. You see, for some dumb reason, Education Edition has made it so that server owners can actually see what anyone messaged other person, which means that even if you do slash message, which should be directed to one person, the owner can still see it, which means that the owner saw me typing to my friend that I blocked off the portal. So now he was definitely suspicious and was coming back. And after knowing this information, I decided the best thing to do was to escape from the base. So I quickly put on my invisible skin and started to run away. But of course, I soon came back to the base because I needed to make some gapples. However, while I was doing that, the worst possible thing happened. My teammate was banned. You see, he decided that it was a good idea to steal a whole stack of diamonds. Well, the only stack that the server owner had. So the server owner got super angry at him and told him to give him back. But since my teammate was already a long way away from the base, he said no, therefore he got banned. So from now on, I had to work all by myself. But just when I was about to leave the base once and for all, I had a good idea. You see, the server owner was friends with this guy named Debs, and so was I. However, for the sake of this video, I was going to trap him because he just died to a piglin brute, which gave me the perfect opportunity to just, well, kind of lock him in his own base, which is like a room in the server owner's base. So that way I would force the server owner to come and then I would kill them once and for all. So as I kept Debs in hostage, my plan was actually working, and soon the server owner came over to try to stop me. However, it was going to be way harder than I thought to kill him,
because he had a trick up his sleeve and that I didn't know about. And as anticlimactic that was, some of you might be wondering, how did he hit me through his shield? Well, after this video, when I was editing, I realized that in education, if you have like a special effect on your sword or on your bow that allows to do damage to the player, for example, if you have like a tipped arrow or like flame or a fire aspect, that goes through your shield. And although things like sharpness won't go through your shield and damage you, the fire aspect still will, which was super dumb. Secondly, since there's no cooldown on Minecraft Education, he can just break my shield with his axe and then just keep spamming his sword without any cooldown whatsoever, which is how I died in 5 seconds. Back to square one, boys and girls. However, luckily for me, the server owner felt bad for my teammate and decided to unban him, which is why he came back with all the diamonds. And luckily for me, the server owner didn't think my attack as anything but just childish, so therefore, even though I went back to his base, he didn't attack me or kill me or anything, which was good for me because I had time to restack. And after regearing, I figured the best thing for me to do was to take everything that I'd already looted now and to probably just either escape or just burn it all or something like that. However, instead of doing that, I decided to just box myself in a hole and just stay there while I think about like all my mistakes that I've made and rethink about my life decisions, you know. And as my teammate left the server, I thought to myself, well, stealing from him, killing from him, the server owner can just get that all back with slash give, or just like slash kill me at any time in point. So that won't really be a good way to stop him from admin abusing. And as I sat there in the hole thinking, I realized that there was only one way I could do to ensure that he would stop admin abusing on that server at least. I had left the server once and for all, and from that day on, he actually never played on that server ever again, which stopped him from admin abusing on that server. And the moral of the story is just, don't admin abuse. It's just, I don't know, it's just not good, I guess, and it's just not fair to other players. However, there should be one thing that I should be abusing, is the fact that I'm losing in a sub race against Pigar. Subscribe to me right now, I need those subs. She's 800 subscribers ahead of me. Please subscribe, please, I am begging you. I want to win the 1k sub race, do it. Anyhow, if you enjoyed this video, click on this one right here, because you never know, you might enjoy it. And also, subscribe.